Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a episode of the Decision Hour. I'm Adam, and with me, as always, Patty.
Adam, how's it going?
It's going fantastic. It has been a very, very, very long time since we've done a show, and there's some reason behind that I'll get into in today's episode. So how are you?
I am good. Are you ready for the holidays?
No.
No? Not at all?
No.
A little bit?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let's talk. Today's, as we do every year for the last, I don't know, since 2015, since the show was founded, we do a holiday special. And Patty, we're almost 2 years in the making now with you on the show, right? I think in March will be your 2-year anniversary on the show. Is that correct?
It is.
So that's exciting in itself. So this is the time of year where we do our holiday special, and we're going to give you some tips. The show may be longer, maybe a little bit shorter today. We don't know. We're winging it today, folks. But yeah, but it is the season to be. You pick the mood that you're in today.
Jolly,
gay. And
Adam's very gay today.
That. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Yep, here we go.
We're back.
Yeah. It really is the most wonderful time of the year. And depending on when you listen to this episode, for me, I think it's the most wonderful time of the year because Army-Navy game is near. And whether it's, hasn't happened quite yet, so it gives you an idea of when we've recorded this show. And if you're listening to this episode after Army-Navy, spoiler alert, we don't know who won yet. So
the Army did.
Yeah, we'll see. But we also talk about getting ready for the holiday season. Let me ask you something, Patty. Is your tree up?
Yes, I put my tree up really early this year.
Okay, when did you put it up? How early?
Okay, so my dad passed away on November 19th. So for the last couple of years, since 2015, I've been putting it up on the 19th. But this year, I put it up even a week earlier. And it's just I want my house to sparkle a little bit around that time because it's sort of a hard time for me.
Yeah.
But this year, oh my goodness, like almost every other year, though, I have Scrooges in my house. So it's like, will you take down the tree? And from the attic, will you do this? Will you do that? So I was leading that up. And it's funny because last year I told my son, I was like, can you get the tree out of the attic for me? He's like, okay, why do you want to put it up so early? And I was like, never mind, just leave it up there. We won't have Christmas.
Wow.
So this year I was like, will you please get the tree out of the attic? He's like, yeah, I don't want what happened to happen last year. Like we had Christmas last year.
Oh my God. That's funny. Like our tree, like my mom put her tree up in Arizona. She's got 3 trees in the house. Let that sink in for a minute, people. She's got 3 trees in the house. They're leaving this weekend. They're not going to even be around during the Christmas holiday. They're going to be up in Wisconsin. So there's that. The house out here, my wife put up a tree, or I should just say a bush.
You said your wife.
Yeah, I did. I got married.
Listeners don't know.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I got married. And I guess it's been quite a while since we recorded. So I got married fairly recently. And I've been on the road. So I'm gonna be completely transparent for a minute. So I'm gonna change the topic from holidays to Adam. I'm gonna make it about me for a minute. I got married, and we didn't go on a honeymoon right away because we had a bunch of family that came out. So it was kind of like a family honeymoon, I guess. It's like. It's kind of like, hey, we're going to invite the entire family on your honeymoon. No, that was...
My dogs, too.
Yeah, it was family was in town, so we didn't go on the honeymoon because we spent time with the family. We're going to go on a honeymoon next summer. We're going to the Caymans, so we're excited about that. But anyway, after our wedding, my youngest brother got married. So we drove back to Wisconsin. and I was in his wedding. And then right after that, came back, and a couple weeks later, drove back to Wisconsin for my annual deer hunting trip, which did not go very well for us this year. Saw a ton of deer, just didn't get any shots in. But my son got a deer on the last day, so we're not, that was good. And then everything in between that time, I've been just so focused on Heroes Media Group. It's the end of the year, so I'm wrapping up, getting stuff ready for taxes. I'm getting, we've got a couple of new clients that have come on board with Heroes Media Group, and we've been blueprinting out. Some of them are shows. There's going to be some new shows that are starting in January, and I've been helping them kind of build and put their stuff together to get ready for their launch of their show in January. And during that time, we picked up a couple of manuscripts for books, because Heroes Media Group started a publishing department this past May. And so we've been working diligently on these books to try to get these books out by February timeframe. So the author's written the books, they're lengthy books, and we've got to get them edited and all this other stuff. So I've been a big process in that, because that's a big part of Heroes Media Group moving into 2020. And then we also have an audio book that I personally have been working on. I have a very close friend of mine who's entrusted me with editing his audio book, and I've been putting that together. So it has been one thing after another. That and I had a couple of surgeries. I'm fine. I'm everything is nothing serious. I had surgery on both legs, and kind of recovering from that. So there hasn't been any downtime, because you have to do self-care and stuff too, which I'm not very good at, and a lot of people close to me kind of get on me because I'm constantly on the move. And one of the surgeries I got sick from, and it forced me to take some time off. So that's kind of why it's been so long since Patty and I have put out a show, is because Adam has just been kind of sidetracked with stuff. But it feels good to be behind the mic again right now. There's a lot of good things coming with the Decision Hour in 2020. There's a lot of good things coming for Heroes Media Group in 2020, and it's all good things. So I'm very blessed to be in the position that I'm in. I'm sorry for keeping you guys waiting for as long as we have, but sometimes it happens, and so I appreciate you guys listening to this episode.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity for everybody to go back and listen to some of the shows they might have missed in the beginning, because there's several years worth of shows for the Decision Hour.
Kind of forces you guys to reach out to us, like, hey, you guys good? And we definitely appreciate that. The fact that you guys do that, just it's kind of like, it's not that we need it, but it's nice that you guys send us messages and whatnot, letting us know that, hey, you guys need to do another show because we need it. So it's good to feel wanted and needed. So thank you. So that's where Adam's been. Now let's get back to the holidays, because ho 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 and yo 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 ho ho Santa. Oh, let me ask you this: favorite Christmas movie of all time? Go.
Die Hard.
I literally just spit my coffee all over my computer screen right now. Oh shit. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Oh, to be honest, I have only watched that show twice. So I watched it years ago and I kind of forgot about it, but I watched it again last year and I was like, I really like that show. It was a good show. Yeah, it's a Christmas show.
That's your favorite Christmas show of all time?
Well, not really. I mean, like, if you really want to get Christmassy, I grew up watching Rudolph. So, I mean, the
old school.
Yeah, the old school Rudolph and the old school Frosty. So, like, if I'm actually, I I could probably just fall asleep to that now because I watched it so many millions of times. But I think the newest Christmas show that I really like still after a few years of watching it is Elf. I like that one. It's funny.
That's a funny one.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I liked. I remember watching the old Rudolphs and Frosty the Snowmans and stuff every time they came on the cartoons,
Mm-hmm.
or the Charlie Brown specials. I'm a huge fan of the National Lampoon's Christmas
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
vacation.
good
That
classic.
that that actually is a tradition. Like we watch that in our family every year.
Mm-hmm.
I probably watch it a couple times throughout the year as well, but that's one. Do you have any favorite things that you look for? Any favorite foods or anything, Patty, that you look for during the holiday season, during the Christmas season?
Um, Holidays are really, really weird for me lately. Because I really, I don't really have a lot of family left on my side, and we moved away from Ken's side of the family, so it's kind of just us. The last kind of couple of years, we've just been bouncing around a little bit to our friends' houses or whatever. So I this year actually we're gonna try something new. One of our friends is in the same situation. She's like, we don't really have family here. And so she's gonna have a huge party at her house on Christmas evening. And we're gonna have a big bonfire and she's having a hot chocolate bar and things like that. And as far as bringing tradition to current modern days, I think I really still like making my grandma's fudge because I don't ever remember one Christmas or Thanksgiving without it. So I do that. And it's really good.
Patty makes fudge.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Surprise.
If I did, I couldn't remember. But yeah, it's interesting. All right, cool. Patty makes fudge. All right. Let's see here. During the holidays, I eat a lot. And I know that's a shocker. I know there's somebody that's listening to this is like, hey, fat ass, you eat a lot all the time. I'm trying to think of anything specific, though, that I like during the Christmas holiday.
Everything. Do you do fruit bread? Like
No, I don't.
yeah,
No,
me
I don't do
either.
the. I don't do the fruit bread. When my grandmother, when my dad's mom was alive, she used to make these cookies. That you're double fisting them. I mean, they're just really really good. Yeah.
I was not expecting you to say that.
You know,
Folks, it's very early here right now.
my
For Adam to talk about double fisting cookies.
yeah, and you're just like, oh, I think I'll have one of those, and you take two, and you're eating them at the same time. I, I'm on my.
What about like a meal? So like for Thanksgiving, obviously we usually have like turkey. What about like for us, my grandma always made a ham at Christmas time for a long time, but then on Christmas, we did Christmas Eve at her house actually. So she would do a ham for a long, long time. And then all of a sudden, one year when we were teenagers, she decided to start ordering pizza.
Yeah.
So every Christmas Eve, we would have pizza. And it was like the easiest, best.
Anything that. So my little brother Jay, his birthday's on the 23rd. He was born on the 23rd. My pappy, my grandfather, my mom's dad, he was born on Christmas Eve. So we'd always do Grandpa's birthday. We do Bubba's birthday. We call my little brother Bubba. We do Bubba's birthday, Grandpa's birthday, and have Christmas on the same night. And we usually did it on the 24th. It was nice. And anything my grandmother makes, my mom's parents, anything they make, I usually. They love. It's funny. Even today, like I was home back in Wisconsin, and I went home early last month for hunting season, and I took my grandparents out to eat. And we went out to eat, and my grandpa, hey, let's go out to eat. It's all you can eat, blah blah blah. And my grandparents love taking me all you can. I was like, why do you guys love taking me all you can eat? And my grandpa's like, because I get my money's worth. And like somebody, it was like a couple days later. I wasn't even there. My grandmother was with my sister, And my sister texts me and says, Grandma just said Adam would like this place because he eats a lot. Or what? And it was just kind of funny because that's how my grandparents think of me. It's like they're like, oh, give it to the human garbage disposal. He'll polish it off. And I usually do. Like my grandma makes the best raspberry pie. It's probably her raspberry pie and apple pies are like my favorite like desserts in the world to eat.
Wow, I don't think I've ever had raspberry pie.
Oh yeah, they have a huge raspberry patch, and when I was home in October, I went out and I picked a bunch and I made some jam. When I was up there, wasn't much because there wasn't, they were dying off and stuff like that. But I like doing stuff like that, and so I would say anything that my grandpa on my mom's side make to eat is just good. Period. So I always look forward to those, eating at Grandma and Grandpa's because it's going to be good.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, my grandma, she always had a huge garden too. And so we would, she would always have homemade grape jelly, which was so my favorite. But as far as pies around Christmas, she always made pecan pie. Like always. That was like, everybody loved that. Yeah. I did not love that. I always liked the chocolate fudge, but I did not like pecan pie until I was older. And now maybe like once every couple of years, I might have a little piece of pecan pie, but it's not my favorite.
What about rhubarb?
Oh yeah. She had a lot of rhubarb. Yeah. So, we would do rhubarb pie, rhubarb bread, rhubarb cake.
Rhubarb cake. Never had that. That'd be interesting.
Oh. It's so good.
Yeah. We always made like a rhubarb crunch.
Oh, that's okay. But wait till you taste the cake. You'll have to make that. Man.
I do like me some cake. So.
Cake. There's that song, Cake by the Ocean.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's an old one. You're dating yourself there, Patty.
It's only a couple of years old. I don't know which one you're talking about, but this one's only a couple of years old.
Okay.
I was going to say, I can't believe you know this song because like if you guys knew Adam, you'd see him wearing cowboy boots and like, he's a cowboy. He's not. I'm
not a cowboy. I'm not got like the big old belt buckle and the Stetson or anything like that. Like I just started wearing cowboy boots. I don't know, several. It's been several years.
Yeah, you're a cowboy.
I'm not a cowboy. When I think of a cowboy, I think of a guy that's like wearing really tight jeans.
He wears tight jeans.
I do not wear tight jeans. I do not. And let me tell you something.
I'm just joking.
I can't stand where you're gonna start a fight now, Patty Cat. I cannot stand wearing tight. Yeah, I cannot stand. I can't stand wearing tight jeans. I do wear cowboy boots because they're comfortable.
And folks, this year he has a Christmas bandana.
Yeah.
To go with that cowboy hat.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't look good in a cowboy hat. I just wear it. You guys have seen pictures. I wear a lot of ball caps. So
ball caps and boots.
Ball caps and boots, t-shirts. Unless I'm going somewhere, then it's I'll do business casual, cowboy boots, nice jeans, and a blazer or something like that. I can pull that off. So,
and his clothes are giant size, you guys. He's like,
I got to shop in the big and tall department. Yeah. All right, that's I'm one of those weird sizes that they never have on the shelf.
Speaking of shelf,
kind of pisses me off, really, because I can never find what I'm looking for. Anyway,
speaking of shelf, what about the elf on the shelf?
You want my opinion on that?
Yeah.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. No filter here, folks. I'm sorry for those of you that listen that got kids around. I know what I can't. Elf on a shelf. Like seriously, like I would be the guy that would do something completely like that's not G-rated, just to piss people off because it's no, don't
hide the wife's old Barbies.
Yeah.
You've seen those.
There's plenty. I mean, I got friends that have kids and they've done, I'll get pictures. I was like, dude, that's not right. Funny, but it's not right.
And we have a friend. Can we plug Michael?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Michael Schlitz. He's a life size Elf on the Shelf this year.
God
He
bless
is.
that guy. I
Oh my
I
gosh.
freaking love Mike and
Mhm.
everything that he does. He's the type of guy where you could go months without talking to him or even say anything. Maybe once a year, just reach out and he'll treat you like he's just a solid human being, and
I love him.
he's hilarious. Like
Hmm.
pictures that he posts up on his real life Elf on the Shelf. That's
He literally wears a Army Ranger shirt, and then he has his Ranger panties on. And uh, does he wear the
where's
Santa
the
hat?
Santa hat. Yep.
And I'm pretty sure he has some elf boots, shoes.
He's Mike's just a good human being. He's funny as hell.
Oh man, but his social media is so funny right now. So you guys should check it out.
Um, I'm trying to think. Do you have any favorites Christmas carols? Christmas songs? Oh, excuse me. Carols, songs, whatever they call them.
My grandma, my mom's side, she used to have a record, and it was the Little Drummer Boy record, and I loved that record so much that I didn't have the original one, so I bought one on eBay, and so I like that, just because it reminds me of like being at her house and stuff. She was super fun, um, but as far as like modern carols, not really. I don't know if I should tell everybody this or not, but sometimes I don't have a filter, and I guess today it's a good day for all our listeners. So my oldest daughter and I have a joke, and I don't even know where it came from. It started years ago. We would watch Rudolph, and so I really like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song because it just reminds me when my kids were little, they'd bop around singing it or whatever. But I told her, I don't know why, but when she was I guess she was a teenager, I said, if there's ever a time I'm in the hospital and I can't talk, if I make the noise beep, it's like Rudolph's nose and it means I love you. And so now, like as a joke, to this day, sometimes when we hang up the phone with each other, I'll say beep, and she's like beep.
Oh my god.
So there's that. There you go.
Beep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
I know.
That's cute.
What about you? What about your songs for Christmas? What do you like?
I like all of Larry the Cable Guy's Christmas carols that he has.
I've never heard them.
But I was being facetious. They're actually quite comical.
Well, I figured they were
like
comedy,
they're
but I
like
didn't-
remixes, like get a job, you bum 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 bum.
Bum 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 bum.
Money don't grow on trees, you bum 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 bum.
Oh boy.
It's a comedy thing.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer is always a classic. My grandpa,
Yes.
his life, he brights up when that song comes on. Grandma's not too happy because he's so happy when that song comes on, but the rest of us get kind of a kick out of her.
I have a friend. She listens to the show, but I have to tell this story quick. She did get ran over by a reindeer. She was driving her car, and she hit a deer on accident, and the deer went through the windshield and kicked her in the forehead, and she still has a hoof mark on her head.
You know,
So I
a
wonder-
deer and a reindeer are two different animals, right?
Well, yeah, but just use your imagination.
Now, I'm thinking you're telling me like she's driving somewhere up in Alaska or something, and like a
She was
reindeer
in
actually
Michigan, I
like
think.
jump on in front of her and kick her in the head. That's an amazing story. Just to
I
begin
know.
with. And like two, she got kicked in the head and she lived to tell about it. Like that's someone special. Buy her a coffee, you know.
I know.
Keep her moving.
Oh, honey, what's that dent on your forehead?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the deer kicked me.
Yeah, where the deer? What? Hold on, sit down. I got to hear this story. Oh goodness gracious.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, it is. We're getting out all the bugs, and we're running a little bit longer today, but that's all right because it's it's our show and we can do whatever we want. I like this kind of year because you're hanging out with family and stuff like that, and I don't like the cold weather, which is funny because I like going to Wisconsin during the winter. But when I say I don't like the cold, I don't like it cold when there's no snow. If there's a ton of snow, I don't mind it because the snow kind of absorbs, it's just nicer when there's a lot of snow.
Well, and it means it was not too cold to not snow. You know what I mean? Like if it's too cold, it won't snow.
What?
Yeah, if it's too cold outside, it won't snow.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Now I'm questioning myself, but that's what I was always told. It's too cold to snow.
It's too cold to snow.
Well, when you grow up in Michigan and it's like negative 20 degrees outside, it's too cold to snow.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
It's all ice, right?
Well, no, yeah. But I mean, you do have snowstorms that that are below 32 degrees. So would you call those ice storms?
I'm second guessing my whole life now.
I've been lied to.
Like somebody said Santa wasn't real once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What about that? Real quick. Did you tell your kids that there was
never.
Santa or not?
My son's gonna be Jesus. He's gonna be 17 next month. I literally just said that out loud. That hurt.
Super weird when you're only 27.
Yeah, right. Going 10 years strong for 17 years. I still tell him, and he'll just roll his eyes. He's like, Dad, I know you buy the gifts, so just. And now he'll just roll like even I was like, hey, he's like, Santa came early this year, and he's like, and I'm like, come on, get in the Christmas spirit. He's like, okay. And I'm just like, you guys suck.
Yeah, my girls, all my kids, they did think there was a Santa. I tricked them, whatever. Yes, I did. Well, my son, though, he was upset, like legit upset when he found out there was not a Santa. I can't remember.
Whoa, Patty.
Yeah.
What are you saying right now?
Yeah.
You can't say that. Where's your holiday spirit? We probably have kids that are in the background with their parents who are listening to this show. You can't say there's no Santa.
Stop the show if you have kids right now.
You can't. No. There is Santa. You have. Let me tell you something, folks. Now you, Patty pushed the button.
Like Cruella de Vil.
Here's what. Here's the one thing. Whether you believe in Santa Claus or not, it's what keeps I'd like to think that if you still believe in Santa Claus, that keeps some of your innocence. You know what I mean? It keeps you it keeps you young a little bit. It may seem crazy, and maybe it's just a mindset, but like if you don't have your innocence, if you don't have a little bit of innocence left, what else do you have? Because the world's like a kind of a, especially nowadays.
Yeah. So what do you tell you? I don't even know what to say.
What do you tell people that don't? Great question. What do you tell people that don't believe in Christmas? You tell them
Santa.
Oh, Santa. Well, listen. For those of you that don't believe in Santa, I would start praying hard because you're going to get a lump of coal or a flaming bag of dog Cheeto shit on your door.
Oh, if there's kids listening, you just said the S word.
I'm sure they've heard worse in school. At least the kids around this neighborhood. Jeez Louise. I was like, you kiss your mother with that mouth?
I know.
Beep kids. You, Mr. Bird. Oh, really? Okay. Come over here and say that, you little.
Ooh, I know what to hand out for Halloween next year.
I got your Christmas gift right here. It's a size 12 right up here. Anyway. Yeah. No, if you don't believe, I get it. That's just me. I try to spread that Christmas spirit by saying, "Oh, Santa didn't do this," and whatever. And people roll their eyes. That's fine. You don't have to believe in Santa. That's your thing. It's almost, well, I won't get into religion, but it's almost like religion. And for those of you, we say Christmas because that's what we believe in. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. You know, and here's the thing. I got asked this the other day. I sent out Christmas cards for Heroes Media Group. Had to send out the company Christmas cards to different organizations and businesses and whatnot that we've worked with throughout the year, right? My wife asked, she's like, why does it say Happy Holidays? And I said, I do say Merry Christmas to everybody when I talk to them, and Happy Holidays. But somebody made a point that not everybody that we work with believes in Christmas, right? Some people that we work with are Jewish, so we say Happy Hanukkah. Some people who are not Jewish or the Christian side of things where you say Merry Christmas, then we just say Happy Holidays because it's the holiday season.
Yeah,
it kind of covers all bases. I say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, because if you don't believe in Christmas, that's fine. That's on you. But I don't judge. You know, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, whatever you want me to say. You know what I mean? So if it fits, I'm covering it right now. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad. There.
We're going to have a show later.
I've said it all.
We're going to have a show later about religion, people.
Yeah, we are, because and I think that'd be a good one right after the first of the year. You definitely want to tune into it because I think it's going to set the tone for some of you out there for the year. And I'm going to use some personal experiences of what I've learned in 2019 with my beliefs and religion and whatnot. So. But with that said, it's the holiday season, and in all seriousness, it's been a great year. We here hope that all of you continue to move forward with us. The next show will be after the first of the year. So if you don't, you'll see this show pop up and wonder, how come they haven't done anything for a couple weeks? Well, the next couple of weeks you have
Christmas, New Year's Eve.
You have Christmas and New Year's Eve, and we have families. So back off. No.
Yeah, and I'm going to go to have a talk with the Santa at the mall today so I can get some things straight.
Patty's actually going to work at the mall with Santa. She told me that she's dressing up as Santa's helper.
I'm tall enough to be his elf.
She's tall enough to be his elf. And if you don't believe me, look at any of the pictures on social media. She literally comes up to like not even mid chest on me. So, and I'm 6'2". So it's just.
I have little fairy ears too, or elf ears. I will go to the mall now today. There will be pictures to follow.
Will you dress up? Will you put the elf shoes on or the elf hat on?
I'm going to have to ask our friend Michael if I can borrow his. I don't have any.
Jeez. You have to
Real elves don't dress up because you don't want to blow your cover.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. All right. I'll give you that. You that. So with as we're winding down 2019, almost to 2020, as we're winding down 2019, wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, and Happy Hanukkah to all of you out there. We appreciate your love and support through this year. 2020 is only going to be better. And we got some exciting things planned for 2020, which will include a few road trips that we will that we're still currently working on. We're hoping to have something, before June of next summer. We're hoping that we'll be somewhere causing chaos and entertaining you.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Patty, what as we wrap it up, what do you want to close 2019 with?
Well, I like to say Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy Holidays. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. That's it. Go to thedecisionhour.com for more shows.
Check it out, folks. We love you guys to death. Thank you so much. It's been a great year. Quick shout out to our parent company, Heroes Media Group. Check them out as well. Got some new shows and new content coming in 2020. Go to heroesmediagroup.com. Merry Christmas, everyone. For Patty, I'm Adam. You've been listening to The Decision Hour.